This is Bam Electric Ghost and our latest album, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, featuring the track Lollipop All Day Sucker, is available on all streaming services, including Amazon, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Red, and many, many more. So check us out. The Lollipop video is on YouTube. All these, that's the first track on the album. So check out Bam Electric Ghost, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, available now on all streaming services.
Wrap yourself in Kanye and tell me anything less than excess page. Wrap yourself in Kanye and tell me that bad play game. Streams are the only thing that get you back. I know where you came and I know where you went. You wanna play ahead, the kind that you're doing bad, the kind that you live dead. But you gotta show Miss Josephine some respect. Wrap yourself in Kanye, or you're just another wretch to me anyway. Wrap yourself in Kanye. Don't feel like I know there's one. You're all wrapped up in that smoke. No, you ain't. I feel the depths of the choke. You know, you got no soul. You try to buy it, but you can't buy that when you go. Oh, you got no soul. You can't get that with gold. This is my little brat. I'm just another dog, go play back. And you don't listen, my little wretch. Oh, such a wretched dog, go play fetch. Go play fetch. I'll teach you about love and death. Gotta show Miss Josephine respect. If you're gonna give me that, you gotta show me more. Or I'll show you every open door. You gotta show me much, much more. I'll show you what it's like to be rich when you're poor. Surround yourself with Kanye. All the things are playing like your voices were Kanye. Surround yourself with Kanye. Just cause your body's don't mean you know how to play. Ratchet effect, ratchet effect. And you don't know, you don't give a shit about that. Ratchet effect, ratchet low death, ratchet effect. You can't show Miss Joseph respect. The ratchet effect, and it's so wrecked. I don't think you can even confess to what gets next. Oh, it could be a little head. Oh, maybe I could forgive and forget if you show me much respect. You know that flower blooms at midnight in the tomb, but you don't even know how to get Josephine in your head in the room. To be all consumed in love with your own doom. You can't get to me, dude, unless that flower blooms in that secret room, or in the depths of the tomb. You got so much to prove. Keep feeling with you. can't feel me, dude. Yes, you're all consumed, you can't feel me, dude. Yes, you're all consumed, you can't feel me, dude. This is the end for you.
Here's Van Electric Ghost. This is episode 155. Keep it dark. We talk up more expansive sound experiences. Now, as expansive sound is my concept of recording in a live mode with hardware and digital sense directly into recorders. In this case, I use digital recorders like the Zoom R24. And what we've been doing different this year is we got the Teenage Engineering OPZ or OPZ, which is a multimedia synthesizer and sequencer. And what we've been doing lately is combining some of our hardware, analog, and digital sense with the OPZ. So, what that means is that we'll take a track, we'll record something on the OPZ, like some demos or basic tracks, sequence those tracks, record them in multiple ways because you can use a chain mode to take up to 256 patterns and put them in different orders to actually build a song. Or you can do like what Cuckoo did, is you can actually live transition from track to track, project to project, record. And what I do is I record that live into a Zoom R24. Also use the tape loop and the manual track to add variation in terms of like live step component affecting the tracks. So the track that we did here, the two tracks we're going to talk about here are Excess Vexed. And Excess Vexed is a track that we built initial basic tracks on the OPZ. And then we brought it into our MX1 performance mixer. Because one of the limitations with the OPZ is it's hard to actually get like a wave file out of it from what I've been able to deal with. Because I don't have a PC or a Mac, so I just take the audio outline. And luckily, the MX1 has the ability to bring in a very small jack, which I think the 1/8 of an inch jack. It has an input into a channel. So I'm able to bring that right into my mixer, the performance mixer, and then add effects to it. So sometimes I add a digital delay or a bit crush to a Teenage Engineering track, bring it in to that mixer, and then that mixer then outputs to my Zoom R24, which is a mixer and a recorder. So I get like two levels of mixing. I can put initial real-time Roland MX1 effects onto a track, and as I record it, and I can even real-time change from big crushes to flangers to digital delays to all kinds of things like scatters and rolls and other types of filters. So I record that into the Zoom. The Zoom can actually have a profile for its initial recording with different types of mic setups, different type of atmospheric reverbs and choruses and things. And then also you can master on the Zoom. So we initially record, then we do a master on the Zoom, and then we bring it to Landar and we master it there. So this particular song, Excess Vexed, is this idea where Josephine's saying, her lover's wrapped up in Cartier, they're a fashion guru, they're kind of very into their outward appearance, but Josephine just wants to get down and dirty and just like get beyond all their outward affectations and get right to the sex. And she just basically wants to get beyond all that and get right into the nitty gritty. And what's cool about this track is that we brought in the Roland Juno GI, running through the mixer, the MX1 mixer, and gave it a very crunchy guitar that we played live. It's not sampled. It's actually live played on top of the OPZ tracks. So tracks 3 and 4 are the Roland Juno GI. Tracks 1 and 2 are the Zoom tracks we did with the OPZ. And then we have some tracks that we did for the vocals. So the vocals actually came in on the OPZ track. We did like OPZ track 1 and 2, vocals are tracks 3 and 4, and then the rolling guitar comes in at tracks 5 and 6. So that's what we did with this. So it's a 6-track recording, and we've got the separation of the tracks. And then even if we get back to the OPZ has like what's going on the OPZ tracks is there are actually 14 tracks on the OPZ tracks that we could go back and actually record individually, but because the way we record, where we're kind of live recording, we do all the mixing on the OPZ. You can record the mixing levels, the volume levels on each track. So we bring in that as this one set of left and right channel tracks with all those individual project tracks on the OPZ are brought into just 2 tracks on the Zoom. Now, I know, like if somebody was a real recording engineer would probably go and take each OPZ track and put it on a separate channel, but that's a little overkill for us because that takes away our flexibility when we're recording, because we like to record it in a kind of a stream of consciousness way, but we're not, if we were just doing each channel and actually did it as a chain pattern, theoretically we could go into the mute tracks and then actually put down each track. And in the future, we might do that when we're working with a record label if they need that. But it actually makes us have to think out our track a little more than what we like to do, because we like to be a little more freeform. We do that much separation. We could have up to 24 tracks on the Zoom, so we could then do that level of separation, because we did 6 tracks here. That would mean the OPZ tracks would actually be, separate tracks on the Zoom that we could eventually, send to somebody, a recording engineer. But we like the way we did it so far. We understand that we could do more separation, but right now it's just 6 tracks when it could have been potentially over 20 tracks on separate channels, but we didn't do that. So going into the next song was Controlled Voltage Sex Soul. And this song is kind of strange. We'll play a little bit of it so you can hear it. So what's going on here is we did this very atmospheric song that has a rolling bass on the OPZ, and we've got we slowed down the rhythm and did a lot of atmospheric step component type of processing to give this kind of soundscape feel. And then we're getting heavy into Josephine's dominatrix mode, where she's getting into autoerotica, especially asphyxiation, kind of choke sex, hard choking, and not to the point of hurting anybody, but just basically she's basically going into this motif of like she's gonna have an orgasm more if you actually do more with her choker, if you actually put more effort into that autoerotica or the asphyxiation blue type of sex that she's been getting into lately in some of these songs. We have a song, Asphyxiation Blue, on The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb, where Josephine has a rival that's into that type of sex. And in this particular song, Josephine's kind of getting into that sex herself. And so this song is kind of different. It's slower. It's got the rolling bass that we found. The bass is on OPZ, at least the plugins that we have right now for the synth engines are pretty cool. And you can modify the sound with the different filter and LFO options and reverb and digital delay options on this machine, but it doesn't have a lot of sound processing like a typical subtractive synthesizer. Now, whether or not they ever allow you to have more capability, we're not sure. Because what's really cool is they've actually come out with the 400, which could be controlled by this. And then one of the things people are asking is, can they do a better implementation of how this thing saves music? Can they create a better way for it to download and make it so it works on Chromebooks? It makes sure it works on PCs, not just iOS devices, so that you can get a project downloaded off the app and bring it where you need to. Right now, I've had issues. I just have an iPhone, and it seems like you have to actually have a full Mac to actually get a full song into directly off the machine. Yeah, right now I just been recording it with the audio line out, and the microphone seems like you can't really use it with its internal speaker. You have to connect it to an audio output device to actually use it, which I have not tried yet. So the other thing I was interested in with the OPZ is its connection to the 400 and the other modular synths they have from the Pocket Operator modular. And we've seen in at NAMM 2019, it actually having that CV module allowing the OPZ to control the 400, which looks like a really cool idea. In the 400, I've seen an extended Cuckoo video, like a 20-minute video. It has a really nice sound. It's got the sine wave, which I don't have a modular synth with a sine wave, so that makes it useful to get. And so that would be very interesting. There's a lot of other products you could get. You could get a grandmother, and that's a very awesome synth. But it's not exactly what this machine is. This machine has its own quality. It's different types of oscillators. They're analog, so I'm not sure what the history of what type of oscillators these are. If you could go back and say, is this more like a Moog? Is it more like Prophet? Is it more like Roland? Not sure. It seems to have its own character, which based in the demos, it seems to be worth getting. In the first run of these 400s already sold out, so there's a lot of people that want it. Between this and the Arturia and the Siren, there's a lot of $400 to $500, $600 range synths that are very interesting. And I think the 400 looks really cool because the experience of actually building it like a work stack seems to be a pretty cool idea. So we're very excited because, like I said, we potentially are looking at getting on a label for a year for a distribution deal, which we'll talk more about. We're not going to reveal who that label is until we finish signing the paperwork. But yeah, there's an opportunity for us to put a record out and put multiple singles out in the next 12 months. So you'll see a change in the labeling of our music once we go with them. On top of that, we're still interviewing a lot of different folks today on our channel. So we're going to be doing lots of interviews. If you are an advertiser and you like what we're doing, get in touch with us at Expansive_Sound_Experiments or become a sponsor, and we can work out the different spots that you hear here. You can hear a spot from CINPALS and from their infatuation.com and our own spot for our own record. And again, The Flower That Blooms at Midnight in the Tomb is available on all streaming services. And in 6 to 8 weeks, there'll be a hard CD, physical CD option at Amazon.com. And so we'll be putting that out as soon as we can, and we'll be doing promotions for that. So we'll talk to you later, and keep on listening to Fam Electric, and we'll see you and hear you on the net. This is Fam Electric Ghost, and our supporter, CINPALS, is having a promotional contest where you can win $500. You just have to call them at 786-562-7601. If you call them at 786-562-7601. You can also email CINPALS at cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. Their website is www.cinpals.com. Again, CINPals, a new type of social network, is having a promotional contest, and you can win $500. Check out CINPals at www.cinpals.com or call them at 786-562-7601. That's 786-562-7601. Email again is cinpalsinfo@gmail.com. CINPalsinfo@gmail.com. Thank you.